goes on, because once they get BK base, Huskar's right click is very underwhelming. So if you only have him, the first initiation from Zephyr onto the Lich, getting a little bit caught out of position, does get a lot of damage onto Kuku, who might be going down in return. And not quite enough. It looks. Oh, the silence to get in range does break the salve, so at the very least we'll be forcing him back to base. That's actually not that bad, I'd say, for RNG, if not maybe even worth it.
The DK to sort of stay in the lane. He's doing the smart thing, K. He's gone behind the tier 1 tower. He's dragging the creep waves around, so he's able to at least get something, but it's sort of playing out right as you imagine. Early levels, DK, he's still going to get heavily bullied out of the lane in that 1v1. So he's making amends and he's doing the smart moves, K, so he can at least find something from this laning stage and not feed his life away.
I'm almost surprised he didn't lane level 1 though. Usually Huskar's level 1 Burning Spears is not enough to bully heroes like DK out of the lanes, but he's elected to do this from level 1, and you're seeing Huskar absolutely free farming. That's why they picked it last, and this was the fear, the one concern I had for Geek Fam's lineup.
We're seeing, already 4 minutes in, it's another early lead that RNG are able to get with the situation in these lanes, both the mid and the bottom being the ones where we're seeing the most one-sided affair as Setsu taking down Kuku. The offlaner falls for Geek Fam.
Yeah, this is one of the first games that I've watched that the laning stage has gotten out of control this quickly. This is always a concern with any draft. Doesn't really matter what draft it is. Obviously, RNG did draft their last pick to do just this, so this was their game plan. I didn't expect it to go this poorly for them on the side of Geek Fam, but they are getting annihilated in 2 of the 3 lanes, and the other lane is slightly in favor of RNG, so more like 2.5 lanes going in the favor of RNG. And with Huskar, that's exactly what you need. Is he just going to die here?
He's got the Fairy Fire.
Forced to Fairy Fire, and he's going to salve up, but...
It's not a happy life for K.
Yeah, I don't know. The problem is if you just have a bad lane mid...
Yeah, how do you catch up as a DK?
Well, the thing is you can kill the Huskar if your other lanes are going well enough that you make a quick rotation, alleviate some of the pressure, but this really concerns me when DK is not the only one struggling this early on in the game. Setsu absolutely free farming bottom. They're looking to make a move on Super, but the Huskar just poses too much of a threat for them to want to go on that. Setsu is getting low bottom, but he's chilling. He's against a melee hero like Omni Knight, who doesn't really have a way to close the gap. So even though he's this low of health, there's really no threat on him.
And he's feeling confident with the Fairy Fire in the wand. He's ready for the outplay if Kuku does try and get aggressive towards the tower. And even you can see, Setsu, he knows he can get in.
Saw him use Purify, so he's not afraid to just run at him right now. He also just got his bottle delivered.
He's going to be able to throw out another orb in a second.
He's got this, I think.
Kuku will run, doesn't manage to dodge the orb damage, and that'll be another kill in the mid lane. Super actually getting taken down out behind the tower. Sort of, I don't know what he's doing there, a little bit deep from him.
I like that RNG's playing around the Huskar, and I like that Geek Fam's responding to it. Both of these very good.
Raven has been left alone momentarily. RNG's going to maybe try and punish this. They bring the Lich up to the top lane. Raven is going to allow himself to be silenced. He doesn't have any help coming in at all. He's pulled back by the Sinister Gaze. The Rocket Barrage does nothing to fly when he moves in, chase him down with a Frost Shield, and Raven, punished for farming a little too confidently there. His entire team had done that move, as you say, going towards the mid lane to deal with the Huskar. Raven, he didn't get the memo. He sticks around and he dies for it.
Yeah, that's a honestly pretty rookie mistake.
That hero was ridiculous.
Surprisingly, Puck is owning this Omni Knight. I honestly think that kill attempt on Lich that left him to leave the lane gave Puck such a nice advantage that now he's in a really rough spot. And Arcane Ring, super valuable item on any of the 3 int heroes that RNG has, so he'll probably dish that one off. Gave it already to... right when you said like Dragon Knight's queuing up an item, I was pretty sure I knew what you were gonna say. Is there a better item? That's my main question. Probably.
Down bottom, a bit of a team fight will ensue. Zephyr, he's going to be saved there, Dubu. Okay. Nice little relocate, taking him out to the side. Will manage to get Zephyr back to safety. RNG is going to still continue to try and chase, see if they can find anyone out of this, but doesn't look like they will. Maybe Dubu on the way back. He tries for a tether across, but they'll be able to put a stop to it with a quick lift from September, as Dubu will pay. But, did at least manage to save his Grimstroke.
Play? I don't know, but it sounds reasonable, like that they came to that conclusion. K getting the classic why you don't buy a Midas in competitive Dota in this patch. You're just getting ran at, and even if you have this efficiency item, you're not allowed to use it. because you're just dead.
Nah, he was so close to having
I
it
don't
done
even
as
think
well.
he bought it. He might be paying the price on Setsu, though. Gets silenced up. That shield does not remove the bug from Grimstroke. He goes down.
That's a big catch. Can they get anything more? RNG, they will. They'll jump in on Zephyr, punish him. But killing the pop. Setsu, he's been having a very good game so far. It's a high-value kill, but unlikely Geek Fam's going to be able to do anything off the back of that kill.
Oh, they're looking to fight. Monet's kind of low.
But he's not, you know, that's what he likes.
DK has no dragon. I mean, DK, he has dragon form. He has no items. Titus, you're basically not in the game right now, and I don't think this patch can be played that way. Huskar dunking in.
He's going to be fine. Cuckoo with the backup of Dubu. There's tier 1 tower just about to be pushed over the edge, very, very close to falling. RNG will continue to push on. Nothing that scares them at the moment. They feel their lead. 6K advantage here, 12 minutes in this game at the moment.
Okay, Flywind doesn't activate his ultimate to run away. Does do it a bit late. No Huskar for at least another 20 seconds, but they're going to be forced to back off. Being afraid of the potential, honestly, just a lot of nuke damage coming out from RNG at this stage in the game. Usually that's not a problem for the heroes that Geek Fam has in the mid game, but since they all had a rough start, even the nukes from the supports can be quite scary. Even Lich maxing out the Frost Armor, sometimes you see them maxed out Frost Blast.
Setsu, he's going in. He finds Zephyr, who's hiding in the trees. Setsu knew that someone was around. Just diving in. I mean, Setsu, you know, he says what now? You know, he's playing the puck beautifully. It doesn't matter if the talent's got changed. Setsu had a brilliant lane. His execution in both of these matches, his SF in the mid lane in game 1, and now his puck in the safe lane. You know, this guy, he's on fire so far this LAN. As this action, it just doesn't stop.
Yeah, there's that Yules to help his teammates catch up. Oh, they steal the Heavenly Grace. You got your own Omni Knight now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Cuckoo is trying to turn and run down September. I mean, the Iron Gyro trying to make a go at this, but the Chain Frost is doing a lot against him. GA's pop, but these Chain Frost bounces, maximum efficiency there from Super as he gets the full damage output amongst the heroes alone. Raven's going to be chased by Setsu and September. Double kill for the safe lane puck. As Setsu continues to pull out play after play, Cuckoo will be run down by Super and Flywind as he seems to have no counterplay to the chase that's there. Setsu even sweeps by to pick up the glory for himself. 8-1 and 2 at 16 minutes in. The nerfs weren't enough, Brian.
I mean, RNG just looks sick, man. They are one-upping Geek Fam, maybe like 7-upping them, you know, like the soda. I don't know, man. This is quite an insurmountable lead for Geek Fam to overcome here. BKB already done on the Huskar, even got the Vampire Fangs from the neutrals. Quite a nice item to have lifesteal for free on a hero like Huskar. Trying to clear as much as they can, but they have the Catapult, they have Heavenly Grace, they have Abaddon. As I was concerned in the draft for this Rubik becoming another Omni Knight for them. And I just didn't expect the lanes to go this poorly. I don't feel like I've ever been this... I'm as surprised as Geek Fam, I think, about how quickly this game's gotten out of control.
And would you say sort of the biggest sort of error, it was that bottom lane? You don't think that should go as badly as it did for Geek Fam?
I think that going as badly as it did made this game 100% look like it did, and sometimes one misstep can lead to that. But this crucial kill on Abaddon, or Abaddon, excuse me, if they can bring him down before his team gets there, they might pay the price for this. Oh my god.
He's going to live front.
No.
And Mone's in with the BKB, jumps forward. The bounces of the Chain Frost doing wonders against Dubu and Cuckoo. It's another couple of easy kills for RNG, and not an easy kill at all for Geek Fam. Unable to push Flywind over the edge as he walks away on minimal HP.
Like I said, they just have this critical threshold where once you get over it and you can't kill anybody anymore, you just lose.
And I think, if anything, this series, RNG, they're just sort of blowing us away here with this performance, because Geek Fam, this is not a bad squad. These are some good players. They showed us yesterday. I think you can expect Geek Fam to pick themselves up after being knocked down here. But the fact that RNG is showing us that they're that much better this series, I'm already looking at this game. I don't know who else here at this LAN is going to really challenge this team. RNG seem to be on another level at the moment.
Yeah, no, they just look solid. It's not, none of these games look like a fluke. Yeah, you can say Huskar's cheese, but Huskar's not an easy hero to cheese people with in competitive Dota. They are just, look at this, like they're playing so well around him, making sure you have to focus him. Nobody else is getting caught out of position. No other targets being gone on. He's just right-clicking away. You're stunning this guy, but he's killing you much faster than you're killing him. And by killing him, I mean not at all. Triple kill already for Monet. Oh, man.
They're
Give him the rampage!
Give him it. There it is. Monet closes up the game with a rampage. It's all over. GG has been called. RNG, man, these guys, they want to go to the major. Yeah, with these sort of plays, they are just tearing through any team that that's been unfortunate enough to have to challenge them so far this minor, as Geek fam they're just tossed aside by them.